Alright guys, so the Slasher update 3.1.0 has just released, and there has been so many new things that have been added into the game, with the biggest change being Jason getting a full redesign to Slasher. So in this video, I'm going to be going through every single thing that has been updated in Forsaken, starting with the game passes. So if you take a look here, there's a new game pass now called Additional Emote Wheel, and the description of it says that you hit more dance moves till you're damned. Unlock 8 additional emote slots to fit in all your emotes and dance with more of your purchased emotes so none are left out. So this essentially means that you get double the slots you usually get with emotes. And now you can also gift game passes to others. Now obviously the biggest update that's happened is Slasher coming into the game, replacing Jason. So if you take a look at the shop now, you'll see Slasher instead of Jason. And if you look at all of the skins, every single skin that has to do with Jason has been replaced with Slasher. So you can see the Slasher mask replacing most of the skins, but some remain unaffected, such as Combat Initiation, Pursuer and Subject Zero. So this is what Slasher looks like in the game. You can see he has the Necrobloxicon on his shoulder with a knife inside of it. Slasher also has a chainsaw the same way Jason did. And I just think this redesign looks really detailed, and I think this wait was definitely worth it. So, Basil mentions within the update log that players can now see levels beyond the max cap of 100. So before, it would cap at 100 and it would just be left there. And while nothing actually does happen once you get past level 100, you can now see how much you really level up within a character. And Basil mentions that this applies retroactively to all characters regardless of you gaining max level before this update, and it can be toggled in settings. So I'm sure you guys remember, but recently we've had a bit of testing to do with a hitbox. And Basil mentions in this update that there's a hitbox overhaul. So hitboxes in general should feel better to play with, and delays regarding where a character is on everyone's screen should be much less severe. He mentions a projectile overhaul, so all projectiles have been rewritten to have more consistent detection and look better visually. And for you guys who love the lore aspect of the game, Basil also added 2 lore NPCs, and you must have the required milestone to access them. So Forsaken has also added a lot of new achievements, which you can see on the screen here. And this includes one achievement, Ubercharge, which awards the new Medic Dussikar skin. So we've got some updates to do with maps. We've got a refreshment of the Glass Houses map, the yellow one, updated Planet Voss OST, new map variants added in, Blue World, new Glass Houses, Memories Underground War. We've got emotes that have been added into the game, which is Rambunctious, You're Dead, Cinderella, and a huge list of skins that I'm not really going to read or go into, but I'll leave on the screen here so you guys can see just how many skins they've added into the game. And now we're going to move on to the changes. So 1x1 has had a change. So his glitched ability no longer inflicts damage vulnerability, and instead it obscures the health and stamina bar. John Doe's changes include that standing on top of the corrupt energy spikes now inflicts corruption 1 for 5 seconds. Unstoppable now applies for the entirety of corrupt energy's duration instead of just the windup. 2x dagger has slightly increased the uncrouched lunge distance. He's had an increased end lag on uncrouched stab, and hitboxes on uncrouched lunge now spawn slightly later. 7 and 7. So the developers mentioned that they fixed clones stuttering when pathfinding, and they fixed clones not playing their chase themes properly, and the cool GUI's windup has been lowered by 0.5 seconds. And abilities now include killer spawns. Chance has had a bit of a buff with the self-explosion damage being reduced from 45 to 25, and his cooldown has increased from 40 seconds to 45 seconds. Shedletsky has had a little change where his fried chicken ability now makes a noise when you eat it. And there's a huge list of misc changes which I'm not going to go into, but if you guys want to check for yourselves, you can check the Forsaken Discord server. So yeah guys, this is a huge update that's coming to Forsaken, and I'm really excited to get through it. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for today. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.